Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
Hello, welcome to Jack 6 Mind Goblins, where I purposely make terrible videos to appease my mind goblins. Today we are back with Marvel's Midnight Suns. So we're still technically in the tutorial, quote unquote. Because, oh god, game, please, fucking hell. Sorry, we may see some technical hiccups like that. Because the SSD, where I had all of my games, just shat itself and died. So I'm running this off of an external hard drive, which, you know, not a good second option. Oh no. Yeah, this ain't great. God, massive performance hiccups, holy shit. Are we supposed to be talking? I'm kind of just standing here.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think
okay, there we go.
You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
Thanks?
Your support is appreciated.
Oh, no problem. Already got a few ideas cooking. You're not allergic to mimetic poly... You know what? Never mind. Why spoil the surprise? I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone.
God, the performance is so bad. The performance is so fucking bad. Being forced to move this to an external hard drive. Oh, this sucks.
So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the... Full transparency, Hunter.
From the
There's another
what?
reason I asked to join you here.
God damn it.
Other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
Quill? What quill?
I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood for power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out.
Alright, so Gabe, have you settled down?
To feast on my soul.
Everything seems to be better in Mass Effect
May
West.
your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
Okay, there we go. New hero, Iron Man, yay. Open his present. Oh, Jesus fucking
I'm Tony
Christ, game.
Stark, but if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with
So it's a
access to
superhero telephone.
a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might
Fucking
ask, Tony,
superhero
aren't you just
Facebook.
repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Alright, we good? Superlink is a connection to the rest of the team, a social network just for superheroes. Fucking Christ. Yay, let's check out everyone's fucking, what is it? Not messages. Yeah, oh, they're right here. First post. What do you mean? We've had Superlink for months now. We use it every day. I meant first post that the hunter sees. Robbie, you can't keep doing this whenever someone new joins Superlink. Yes, I can. He means he'll throw your spark into the lagoon. There we go. He wouldn't do that, right, Blade? Right, Blade? Fine, last time. First we make one to leave, now we leave her to die. Some heroes. I assure you that's not the case. She was sent to you for protection. I see how that works, Supreme Sorcerer. We both know it's more complicated than that, Miss Rasputin. I took Wanda as my apprentice for a reason. Have faith she can handle herself. Strange did everything he could to get Wanda, so did I, and the Hunter. Take a breath, Ilyana. We'll get her back soon enough. Wanda should be here, with us. Of that, I am in agreement. Man, superhero fucking social media kinda sucks. Go to my closet.
There was never enough room for my armor in this thing.
Alright, gloss earned from missions can be spent to unlock new cosmetic options for the Hunter and heroes, including outfits to wear around the Abbey. Well, what do I got? Why did I just go into my armor for a little bit? Give me the tank top. Give me the wife beater. Inspect the journal page, closet, and painting. Well, here's the painting.
We were all so happy then.
And faded journal page. Aunt Sarah wants me to practice my letters, and so here I am. But every time I dip this pen in ink, I just want more and more to go out beyond the yard into my secret spots. I left my dolls scattered about before the storm, and I'm afraid they're hurt. Do dolls hold grudges? Agatha says they don't, but I still feel sad for them.
My old journal.
Alright.
Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
Game. Okay, so that's just like... That's just how glass looks in this. Just the reflections of the glass made it look like it was highlighting it, like I could fucking pick it up as some shit. Apparently not. Oh no, I'm having a nightmare. And I'm not under the sheets because it's really hard to do in video games. God, the sudden stop of all sounds.
We must go back. To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance.
No. Hold the line. I can stop her. Only I can stop her.
Hi, Mom. Ew.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
God,
First lesson
I
you ever
can't
taught me.
And
not
still the most
hear Matt
important,
Mercer just being
especially
Matt
now that you have
Mercer.
all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend.
It's just his voice for the Hunter is literally just his speaking voice.
You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I am sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something.
Okay.
This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
What'd she mean by that? Holy fuck, game, come on.
Charlie was restless all night. I should have known.
No, I'm
something
not
was
going
wrong.
to read social
We'll
media.
talk more later, but for now.
Alright, to the forge.
think you can tell your friend
Call the
inside
texture
there to
pop in.
turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
Hey, Babs.
Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
A new
your
suit.
armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well
Yeah,
handled.
so instead of chainmail, we now have a super suit.
Caretaker did not mention that you two are such skilled smithies.
Yep. I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on.
It's alright, I guess.
Still think it could have used a cloak.
Needs more metal. I think I'm able to get, like, different looks for it as well, if I remember correctly.
And we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
God, I hate,
I still
like, moving around, because, like, if you stop, the time it takes you to, like, actually
Benefit from a cloak.
start going, oh, it pisses me off.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
Breathed really well. Yeah, appreciate the effort.
It's nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation.
God, I
How to
hate
use
Marvel
them too.
quips.
You were out, what?
It's like, what the fuck does that even mean in
Before we
this,
woke you from your eternal rest?
like, in this
I'm
context?
betting you have questions.
Am I going
so
to eat my
ask away,
armor?
Hunter.
What's so special about the new suit?
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
Yeah, sounds impressive, but what does it mean?
So it is a marvel then?
I said the thing!
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Don't seem to like magic.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
Gamma again. You all seem to really love that stuff.
Gamma seems to be a reoccurring theme these days.
Boy, I wonder why.
Oh, you think I'm bad? You should ask Bruce. Actually, don't. He's been really sensitive since... You know what? Never mind.
Alright, see anything strange around the Abbey?
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted!
Oh,
On a
burn.
serious note, this place...
I say
is
half-heartedly.
legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all... magic cats.
A black cat?
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry. Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
So what exactly is this room
What
again?
sort of things are you doing in here?
Yeah, that's not what I
Oh,
asked.
that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Can't we use this against Venom?
Okay. So, why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise,
But
I've
it's
already whipped
magic.
up Strange a new personality.
That's what I, like, never understood when it comes to, like, superheroes that introduce... Well, superhero comics that introduce characters that have magic. It's like, most of the time, whenever, like, a magic-based superhero comes along, like, you have to put in a whole bunch of rules and shit for how the magic works so they don't break shit.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Because then it would be like, how come you didn't just get Magic Man to do it?
Military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. I was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a super suit and started fighting crime.
Yeah, sure. That's a lot to deal with.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Alright, that's enough.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Okie dokie. Analyze the gamma coil.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms.
What does it stand
This
for?
stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
You're throwing
Exactly.
references at me that my
Drops
character
would
doesn't
make
get.
your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom.
Huh?
Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards
God,
upgrading
shut the
our
fuck
equipment.
up. God, I hate the
I like
dialogue
where
in this
is
game.
going.
It just
Give me a
sucks that
little
the
time here and I
game's,
can whip
like,
up some
actual
pretty fun
gameplay is
toys.
great.
How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? How's it going, boss?
Tony Stark can use a coil material recovered in combat to create hero abilities. Only
Another
one of the
magical mystery
abilities
box.
on offer
What do you
can be
think?
selected, so
I
choose
used to
wisely.
design
Shut up,
sentient
Tony.
future tech. Let's see what we got here. You're welcome, Hunter.
So, whip, make him bleed, and stake. So yeah, this is essentially just booster packs. I'll take the whip.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Of course. Gaining copy of a currently equipped ability. If taken to the yard, duplicate abilities can be combined into new, more powerful versions. Alright, talk to Blade. Hey man, what's up?
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days.
Well, it is kind of a yard,
Caretaker
so...
put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
Yeah, about you. Game? Game?
I
Thank
did,
you.
but
Jesus
they are about
Christ.
You.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, She never described you as lazy.
Yeah, of course she didn't.
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass, but here we are.
Okay.
All right, Tony Stark Jr., ask your questions.
So, about you.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
So what's your real name?
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Apparently.
Yes.
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So...
So yeah,
Is your
that's
name
actually
really
our
Blade?
real name. It's not that like our name is Hunter.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
Alright.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
Alright, I get it. You always been half vampire?
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
Alright, so how old are you exactly?
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories.
So he's
Almost
over
like
100 years
coming
old
up
or some
for air
shit.
Before being yanked back
But he
down into
identifies
the
as being in his
What
20s.
happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
Alright, so how'd you get here?
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Alright, so about the Midnight Suns.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Yeah, you seem like a loner. Why join the
Why
team?
did you join?
You're a rogue
Vampire
that hangs
hunting is
out in the corner of a fucking tavern.
Guess I never
With
found
his
the
hood
right
up.
team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work.
You gotta
If I
increase
trust
his
you,
fucking
I'll have more to
social
say.
link to be able to get this shit. Want to know more about your
What can you
teammates.
tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
Alright, got it.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Alright, Nico.
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her.
Alright.
Anybody else?
Alright, how about Robbie?
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems.
The
Well,
less
sorta.
interesting, Ghost Rider.
He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anybody else?
What about Magic?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think.
Alright.
Who else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
Yeah, that's gonna
I'm
happen.
surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anybody else?
Nah, that's it.
Nobody else.
Sure.
Yeah, so what do you think about the
Do
Midnight
you have any
Suns?
thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
God, I'm just like Blade. Yeah, we should train.
I am ready to train.
I don't know why I went through all that dialogue. Alright, interact with this. Upgrade abilities.
Practice makes perfect.
Cool.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
Are you good? Can I speak? If a hero possesses 2 copies of an ability, they can be combined to create a new, more powerful version. So... Okay, so if I combine them, Whip now does damage. Just innately. So forceful knockback in any direction, discard a random card. So, I gotta fucking hold it. God, I am so sick of having to hold down a button to confirm shit.
Peace.
God, I hate it so much.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding, Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
There's gotta be a way inside.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking, but then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Yeah, fists are good talkers. Exactly how
Just how
persuasive.
far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
Quantum... what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Okay, cool. Alright, so let's actually play the fucking game.